Hey guys, it's Dirt Track Boys. How y'all doing on this Thursday, August 10th. Um, I want to know that y'all remember before Bristol Motor Speedway was the disaster it is now. Let's not dirt Bristol Motor Speedway anymore. I mean, I think the dirt thing has really. I think the dirt thing at Bristol Motor Speedway. I think it has been. Um, I don't know, kind of a waste in my opinion. Um, but basically the thing to this video today is to understand. Now, at almost 40 years old, I am a avid NASCAR fan. I've been around the sport for going on 40 years, and I've loved it ever since. But if you guys are familiar with the way Bristol Motor Speedway looks now, um, and like it, that's well and good and fine. Um, but it to me it has changed a lot, and you know it's not the same that it used to be. I mean, yeah, it's still Bristol. It's still the Bristol Motor Speedway, but Bristol that I remember was a one groove track. Now you got this two groove stuff that I don't even know what it is, but no. If y'all remember the way Bristol has been in the past, and if you're familiar with the old Bristol Motor Speedway, you know, we're talking beating and banging and, um, you know, basically, you know, I I'm going back to 95, 96. You know, between those type of times where Bristol, you know, was a track where action happened a lot. You didn't have this upper groove, you had this one groove, and it was the bottom. And the old saying is, you can't run the bottom. And but don't get me wrong, it's still the Bristol Motor Speedway. It'll always still be the Bristol Motor Speedway. But I'm going to even take y'all way further back to 1990. So
Are back from 13. Get a free tech check and special offers like a free 5G phone. Plus, switch, keep your number, and get up to $300 off with Verizon Business. It's your business. It's your Verizon.
He doesn't recall specifically what happened on the day of the race at Darlington, but he is getting better, and that's the good news. I've talked to Susan Bonnet, Neil's wife, and she certainly appreciates all the letters and phone calls.
this is
Cheer getting set for a green flag at the start of the Valley Dale 500, and here we go.
this is the way Bristol used to look like back in 1990. I mean, all that's farmland. This was concrete. This was asphalt. You know, I'm not saying that Bristol ain't Bristol, but
Ernie Irvin has taken his number 4 Kodak Film Oldsmobile to the front of the field. Jeff Bodine, the number 11, is right behind him. Third position battle is between Sterling Marlin and the blue number 94, and the 6th car of Mark Martin, and Sterling Marlin takes over third position. Bill Parsons in car camera. Look at how the car goes into those 36 degrees of banking. Right there beside him is Jimmy Means, the number 52.
Almost looks like he's laying down in the seat.
now, mind you, this is from 1990. Now, I remember this, you know, this is my era of Bristol Motor Speedway. And we'll get back in it in a minute. But I just want you guys to see that Bristol wasn't always screwed up. I mean, this is before the concrete canyon that we know today as the closed off Bristol Motor Speedway. I mean, Bristol's still Bristol. Don't get me wrong when I say it ain't Bristol Motor Speedway. But it is still the Bristol half mile. Will always be the Bristol half mile. But versus the one groove they used to have from 90 to maybe, I don't know, 2007. That's the same concrete they had on that track in 92. Now, you know, granted, 1992 to 2007, when they reconcreted the racetrack, it was a little bit controversial because when they took up the concrete in 2007 and redid it for 2008, a lot of people said, like ODW, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And as you can tell, Bristol ain't never been broken. So my next question is, why are we going to mess up something that has always been good, you know, versus a track that doesn't need to be screwed up, but, you know, y'all have gone and basically done that. And I just hope that if we want to get fans back at Bristol Motor Speedway, the Bristol half mile, I just hope that because what needs to happen to Bristol Motor Speedway is you need to basically rip up the concrete again, completely redo it from the ground up. I mean, you know, if you want Bristol Motor Speedway back to Bristol Motor Speedway, then rip up the old asphalt. Now,
Zaxby Southwest Salad is not for the faint of flavor.
We believe in doing things a little different at Letter Marquee. It's not about our large number.
sorry for the ads. I don't have YouTube Premium, guys.
No, to us, it's about you. Let Letter Marquee go to work for you. It's more to us. It's personal.
This
live coverage of the Sharpie 500 continues from
is in 2004.
This tight traffic-filled half-mile track has never looked so small, while for others, the opportunity has never been this big. Just 3 races remain in the race to the chase for the Nextel Cup. Tonight it roars on for 500 laps on the high-banked half-mile Bristol Motor Speedway. 160,000 fans. They got here early. They will stay here late. They're rooting for the favorite.
Now, as you all can see, this is a packed, full house Bristol night race on the old asphalt.
Take you trackside and join the pre-race ceremony.
Moving up through the guys that did not pit by Jimmy Johnson, by Bobby Labonte. And he better be in a hurry because Jeff Gordon's starting to roll. While we watch some of this racing, Marty is with Joe Nemechek, who had that hard crash a little while ago. Marty?
Yeah, finally from the infield care center. Are you okay? And what happened?
I'm okay, you know, I had to say my...
Row 13 with Ken Schrader.
Jeff Green, fastest in happy hour.
Pretty good. Kenny Wallace, driver for Michael Waltrip.
There's Junior outside of row 15. If he wins tonight, have to start from the 30th spot.
Ricky Rudd, new crew chief this week. Michael Fatback McSwain now heading the effort for the 21 Motorcraft car. Scott Wimmer and Tony Raines. Row 17. Michael Waltrip in the backup car. He will be dropping to the tail of the field. He had a nasty crash yesterday.
In qualifying, Nemechek Spencer back in row 19. We still have more cars. I tell you what, Scott Riggs had a good car yesterday. They found something, and happy hour crew told me picked up almost half second.
And that is a happy hour then.
Yes, very happy.
Mike Wallace in the field with Derek Cope and Morgan Shepard in the final spot in tonight's field for the Sharpie 500.
Now, can y'all see?
There.
Y'all see it's a single groove racetrack. All the way down right there where the bottom is. If you go up here on the top, you're in the damn fence.
Drivers trying to get the 43 spots in the field. And we told you about Waltrip and Jimmy Johnson. Ricky Craven also going to the field by his own choice. Is the word we get from race control. Who was that? Ricky Craven. We'll have to follow up on that and find out what's up there. So there we go. The 3 parade pace laps underway before the green flag. Let's check down on pit road before things get really noisy down there. Go ahead, Marty.
That's a good point, Alan. A story real quick of 2 guys in the championship heading in opposite directions. Matt Kenseth has been running great lately. He has 5 straight finishes of 6 or better here at Bristol, driving his oldest race car and one of his favorite race cars, so the car is very good. Meanwhile, Bobby Labonte, 9th in the championship standings, just 13 points ahead of 11th place Jeremy Mayfield. Told me his car just a moment ago, not very good, but he's confident in the changes they made this morning. Matt?
Marty, there's a sense of urgency here in the Everett Hand Camp. Now, both of Ray's cars are trying to lock down spots
in that top 10. Last week, they swapped spots. Now Kane is 10th, Mayfield 11th. Mayfield has never won a short track race in Cup. Kane's never won, period. They know tonight their key to getting a shot at that championship is surviving. Both cars start in the top 10 tonight, and that's where they're hoping they finish. Dave?
Matt, Dale Jarrett and team have really picked things up over the last 9 races. 4 finishes of 3rd or better have put him 14th in the championship, just 58 markers out of the chase. Good time to come to Bristol, a place of much success for Dale, including a win in this race in 1997. Bill?
There we go. Very loud here in Bristol. Dave, I took an informal survey in the garage this afternoon, talking to guys in the top 15 in the championship standings. If I promised you a finishing position, would you just sit it out and go home? If you promised them 15, they basically wanted a race. If you promised them 10th place points, they said they'd load it up and go home. The guys that are gamblers are going to run for it. The guys protecting their points said 50.
Basically, what I'm showing y'all is Bristol before it was messed up. Now, I know we're doing a lot of fast forwarding through this, but the point is not to watch a whole 500 lap race. The point is to show you all, you know, how this track, what they done to it, don't need to be messed up. I mean,
Trust safely. In one easy appointment, we can replace.
now, you know, that right there is a great view of Bristol, but I don't know. I mean, when I look at this and I see that from 2004, when they did that resin on Bristol, to try to make this track into a 2-groove racetrack makes 0 sense to me. But this is an aerial shot of it. I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with this speedway. There is nothing wrong with this track. You know, I mean, yeah, Bristol has changed, but I don't understand why you have to muck it, and muck it up. Don't muck up Bristol Speedway. Keep Bristol, Bristol. That is my praise. But I really think the dirt thing on Bristol has really run its thing. Here's the deal. To save Bristol Motor Speedway, I think there's no question you got to have 2 night races there. Because the night brings out the fury and the thunder. 2 night races at Bristol Motor Speedway in March and in the late fall during the playoffs. This way, if you had a night race at Bristol, both of them 500 laps, you know, you would definitely see people aggravated. But if you have 2 night races at Bristol, then I would definitely say it'd be racing the way it ought to be. Because if you have 2 night races at Bristol, your crowds will flock back to Northeast Tennessee. I guarantee you, everybody up there in Elizabethton, Gray, Tennessee, Bluntville, Kingsport, and Johnson City, and Bristol, Virginia would all flock, come back for a night race at Bristol. People love nights in Bristol. Bristol summer nights, awesome. Yeah, the day race is good, but there are some tracks. Now I'm going to explain this to you. There are certain tracks that just look so much better at night, and Bristol is one of them. Bristol, Richmond, and Daytona look so better, much better lit up. Yeah, I mean, Bristol during the day is okay. But this track looks better lit. It looks so much better with 60,000 flash bulbs going off than, 90 degrees of direct sun. There's also a thing that tracks that shine better at night also perform better at night. And it's Bristol, baby. It's one of them. This track flocks the nighttime. People come from high and wide to watch racing here at this half mile. I mean, I'll give you another live feed from this so y'all can hear it from 04. But here we go.
Junior right now here in Bristol. Marty? Yeah, career start number 171, trying to win number 13. Looks like that might be a pretty good possibility to do that tonight. When you talk about Dale Earnhardt Jr., people have kind of counted this team now to win the championship. That might have been a premature mistake. They have several tests left for the last 10 races of the season. Like many of the teams that will be in the chase for the championship do. They start next week in New Hampshire, then they go to Dover, then to Martinsville, then Charlotte, then Kansas, then Phoenix, then Homestead. Trying to get ready for the chase for the championship. The 8 team is determined they can win this championship. If they do win tonight, that will be a big boost confidence-wise in proving that they can.
The junior has been dominant here at Bristol this weekend, not just tonight. Here's a race for 7th place. There's that 97 car, Kurt Busch. Hasn't been in focus much tonight. Started pretty deep in the pack, way back in the 24th spot. 8th spot now. Got lucky, well, actually didn't even need a lucky dog. He passed the leader on a restart and was out in front with the caution wave to get himself back on the lead lap and try to make it 4 straight. Leading us to...
It's time?
Yep.
Cue the duck.
Our Aflac NASCAR Next Up Cup trivia question. Who was the first driver to win 4 straight NASCAR Next Up Cup races at Bristol Motor Speedway? And if you listened to me earlier this weekend, you get it wrong because I had it wrong.
Cale Yarborough?
It was Cale Yarborough. Very good, BP.
Hey! How
about that?
Good, BP.
Cale won 4 straight races here, sweeping both the 76 and 77 events, all driving for Junior Johnson while racing for 3 straight championships. There's Darrell Waltrip, another 4 straight winner here, part of his record 7 straight Bristol victories. And now Kurt Busch going for his 4th straight win at Bristol.
You better hurry. Yeah, you better hurry. Because he's running out of time on it. Cale and Darrell both driving for Junior Johnson when they won all those races here at Bristol. Here, bound for 2nd spot. Newman goes to 2nd.
He's 4.5 seconds behind Dale Jr., Matt.
Out in the pit.
my thing is here about all this, it's still going to always be Bristol Motor Speedway. It'll always be the Tennessee half mile. But quit dirting it. Let's learn from the mistake we made. Quit dirting this track. But alright guys, I just want to see what y'all's take was on this. You know, from Bristol back in 2004. And if y'all would, like and subscribe to my channel at Dirt Track Boys. We're going to try to get some more decent, we're going to try to do some more racing videos and reviews. That's what we do on this channel. Remember, this coming up weekend's race is the Indianapolis Road Course. Be sure y'all watching wherever y'all viewing at. And like I said, I love y'all and hope y'all subscribe to this channel. Dirt Track Boys, we're out. Bye, I love y'all.